First, go to File, import the image that you want to trace. When you get the image into the Inkscape, you have to resize it so it fits the paper size. And now I just changed and check the size of the working area. Currently we are choosing the A4 size. So first thing what I want to do is enable the layers functions and then add another layer so I don't mess up with my pictures, and I create different layers. I can move it up and down and working independently. I can lock the previous picture, click in the clock, and you see I gonna can turn on and off. Also, basically we don't mess with it. Then I would try to resign this thing to the real size in the real life. So this picture I got from a toy kit for surgeries, and they are missing those small components, and I want to laser cut this thing. So now, and I know the size of the stick is 25 millimeters, and draw a line, and I will try to rescale the picture to fit this line. From that you can work it like nearly to be the real dimension in the real life. This just basically you moving and dragging around until you fit the picture inside. There are different methods, but this one is the easiest. So now we chose the random to create the shape outside of this thing. You just randomly click inside because later on we can adjust this. If you hold the left click, then it will become the curve. If you just straightly click it, it's gonna be the line, the straight line. Now remember to click in the change it into the mode selection. So now we are coming into the mode selection. You see I can drag and change the curve of this thing, moving, just use the mouse and drag it. Now I select these two nodes because I want to break these apart. So later on when we do the laser cutting, it's just follow the starting point and stop the end points, and you have a middle gap which will keep this thing to be held by the frame. It's gonna be really handy because you want them to be in the frame. This hub is really small, otherwise it's gonna fall into the cutting bed and you cannot pick it up. Otherwise it's easy to storage. Just try to get as close as to the shape you can. It doesn't need to be perfect. Unless your stuff is really critical and you want to get the really accurate dimension. Otherwise just try to follow, and it doesn't harm anybody if you have a really straight line, not as smooth as possible. And this seems to be okay. Now you can see here I just want to adjust to check it's easier, so I lower the opacity in the layers tab. Remember, this is the layer tab. This doesn't change directly into the stroke fill tab, but remember to rechange this thing to back to 100% later on. When we export it, we get the real value of 100%, otherwise it will not cut. uh, I just want to change this into red color so I can see the underline, so it just increase the contrast between the objects and your vector tracing. Now you just need to do the rest by your own, and then remember to save it, otherwise yeah, you know the problem, right? Black out and then you have to do all of the stuff again. So just rearrange and create a box around it, so later on I can cut the whole piece in the square. And remember to change the size of the stroke line and turn off the infill. By the way, auto opacity back to 100%. This you already learned in the class.